So mandala. Sashi Puki Jukshin Metok Dram Riram Lingshi Nyinde Gempadi Sangye Shindu Mite Uwaki Rokun Namdak Shinwa Chuparsho Viram Guru Ratna Mandala Kamyatayam Sangye Churam Soki Chokna Dak Jangcho Padu Dagni Kyatsu Chi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Jola Penchi Sangye Dupar Sho Sangye Churang Toki Chognam Jangchu Badu Dagni Kyatsu Chi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Jola Penche Sangye Drupar Sho Sangye Churang Toki Chognam La Jangju Badu Dani Kyapsu Chi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Jola Penche Sangye Drupar Sho.
Shogi Shmogi.
So another relatively easy homework this time. We went over the definition of something to be defined. Can you give me the phrase in both Tibetan and English?
I have the English one.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
It should be something that can be defined. It should have its own definition, and it shouldn't fit anything else.
Actually, you're thinking about question 2. We'll get save that. It's more generally referring. Yeah. All right.
That sounds so familiar now.
So what are the 3 qualities of something to be defined?
It's a thing you are defining.
Yeah.
It should have a definition, and it shouldn't apply to anything else.
Yeah. Good job. And Tibetan for something to be defined?
Sunja.
Sunja?
Yeah.
Sunja?
Good job. Yeah, that's it. All right, third question. Pretty straightforward as well. Of the 2, a definition and a thing to be defined, which one relates to the term takya and which one relates to the term teya?
That's cool.
Seni is takya, and Sunja is teya. Or did I get it backwards?
I thought it was the other way around. Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Yeah, just the
hot and burning is teya, right?
Yeah. Okay. And we kind of had the vocab. There weren't any new terms from the last class, so I kind of had to throw some. We don't have an actual, the vocabulary I weaved into the questions there.
It was beautifully done.
Thank you.
Yay. When will we get free from Senis and Sunjas?
Oh, not for a while. At least another,
about
at least 100 sections.
100 pages?
100 sections.
Oh, no. That's worse than words text. Okay. I got to share my screen. This Colleen. Me. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. Adam and Nick, you seem very awake this morning, so must be Amelie's blessing.
Uh,
Let's go, Adam. Madhubna.
Matrudna, Chit Sanja Yimba Churchin, then chain Nupe Tak Yuki Sum Po Kang Rung Yimba Tao, then chain Nupe Tak Yuki Sum Ho and Jimbe, Sena, Chit on Jin Gupe.
Yeah, this is easy. Okay, Madhubna, we don't remember what he was trying to prove, but here's the proof. Chir Tsunja Yimba, what's that mean? Chir Tsunja Yimba.
Generally speaking, it's something to be defined.
Yeah, how many things does that fit, by the way?
Anything which is existing,
Yeah.
any existing, really.
Good. Let's consider one of the three requirements of a thing we're trying to define. Generally, I guess, you know, you can think of it as it should be expressed as a definition, it should be something that you're trying to give a definition for, right? Let's take that requirement that generally speaking, it's something we're trying to define. It is to it is to one of the three qualities of what?
Something which is established in name only.
no.
Which is able to perform a function. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the nominal side, right? It's the nominal side of something which is able to perform a function, okay? Which means it's defined or definition. Defined, right? Something defined, because it's not the substantial one, right? Or?
No.
Okay. Jembe say, this is the important part. Jembe say, what's that mean?
When you list them off.
Nice,
This
perfect,
one,
perfect. I like, I like I like what you said, list it off, that's good. Yeah, when you list off the three things which are more nominal for, you know, for the definition, it can perform a function, okay? When you list them off, what's that mean?
It must be one. When
Yeah,
you list them off, it must be included.
Yeah, it's got to be one of those. Good. You're sharp this morning. I don't know what happened. Must be Eva's blessing. Okay, that makes me want to have a kid, but not really. Okay, Kachinare.
Kachignare, ton dirwe to kadang yin kap nyam yang yin sanja yin pe shi tumba made sen.
Yeah, and by the way, for $50, what is it that he doesn't do that most authors would have done here?
Doesn't put the yang.
Nice, $50 for Andrade, Miss Shopping.
Okay.
Okay, like she sounds like she doesn't like to give money in the morning. I don't know.
Sorry.
Kajignare, ton dirwa, what's that mean?
That the rounded body.
Yeah, good, which is part of the definition of
A coffee cup.
yeah, good. Dopa, what's a
The reverse.
dopa? Since you're a master of dopas now.
It's the reverse of all that. The reverse of everything.
Yeah, you take everything that doesn't have a round belly and you reverse it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get my lockdown belly that I don't know, I'm trying to get rid of it, but it just won't go away. It's worse than the coronavirus. Okay, Dong, Yin Kyap Nyang.
They're equivalent, both equivalent.
Yeah, yeah, equivalent. And Sunja Yang.
And also a thing to be defined.
Yeah, good. Which in this case is probably vase or something like that, right? And he says there's no one thing which can be both. So let's try to get it straight in simple language. Can you try, Adam? Something, he says there's no such thing as something which is both, number one.
Equivalent to the reverse of all that is a rounded body.
Yeah, which
And
is to say,
also a thing to be defined.
you know, yeah, okay, yeah, rounded body basically, and something to be defined, okay? So 1301, Sugang, are you awake? No.
Yes, I am.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, yep.
Okay? You gotta check his pronunciation, okay?
Hey, yep,
He's trying to speed up and you gotta stop him. Good.
Umpe. Zenyi te mechu.
Yeah, good. Yeah, there is one thing which is both the opposite of all this not, equal to the opposite of all this not, a little rounded belly, and also something to be defined, because the definition of a vase is that, or definition of a coffee cup, okay? All right, 1302, Sugang, you're still on.
Yes, sir.
Machubna. Umpe zenyi yuchen. Ke tongde we topa dang yin kap nyam yang yin. Zenja yin pe shi temba yin ba ta. Ke tongde wa topa dang yin kap nyam yin ba kan shi. Zenja yin be chi.
Okay, this is kind of frustrating. Okay, Madhumna, if you don't agree, what's that mean?
Or let's consider the definition of a coffee cup.
Yeah, it is to number one and number two. What's number one? It is to equal to the,
Equal to the opposite of all that is not a rounded body.
yeah, it is to
And
equal
also
to
a thing
the
to be
opposite of all that is not. Yeah, good. Yimbata, because kito diredopa yangin kyap nyam yimba kashi sanjay bicha. He just added the word yimba, okay? Which is kind of, you know, how would you translate that? It's kind of nasty. Translate this. Kin don diredopa kyap nyam yimba.
It is also it's equivalent with the reverse of all that, or the opposite of all that is a rounded body, and it's also a thing to be defined.
Yeah, he just added the word is. Okay, that's all. He just added yimba. Okay, not very interesting. Okay, 1303, please. Sugang, you still there?
Yes.
Tambom majuna, bumpe tsini chen. Tondeo and topa dang yin cap nyam yin bar ta, ke yina, tondeo and topa yin pe cap, tondeo and topa yina, ke yin pe cap pe chair. Ke yin pe cap pe chair.
Yeah. Let's take the definition of a coffee cup, okay? It is two equivalent, right? To the opposite of all that's not a little rounded belly, because then what? Here you're not done there with dopa in the cap.
Because being it necessarily means being the opposite of all that is a rounded body. And being the opposite of all that is a rounded body necessarily means being it.
Yeah, opposite of all that is not a rounded body is to be it. So we learned something about yin kyab nyam with this 1303. we learned something about yin kyab nyam. What is it? Anybody for $20? We're kind of defining yin kyab nyam here. We said equivalent, but
Doesn't go
he
both ways.
he kind of gave it more interesting. Huh?
It's got a bit mushy,
It only
right?
goes in one direction.
No, the opposite.
Right.
Okay. It goes both ways.
It's the same.
Right?
It doesn't
Okay.
cover all the possibilities.
When you say equivalent, what it means is to be one is to be the other, and to be the other is to be the one. That's all. It's mutual. Okay. It goes both ways. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in the future, when you see this logic word, yin kyab nyam, equivalent, just remember it goes both ways, mutually equivalent, something like that, okay? All right. 1304, wow.
Tak tambo madruna bumba church and kirkitsen yina ton derwed dokpa yembe kaparta ton derwa kirkitsen yembe echen.
Yeah. Whose internet is messing up? Is that mine?
It's mine. I keep getting a notification saying that I don't have a stable internet
Okay.
connection.
Okay. Anyway, if something is a definition of a coffee cup, it must be the opposite of all that's not a little rounded belly, because a little rounded belly is its definition, okay? So it means in any case with anything in the universe, you can take its definition and just flip it twice, right?
And you end up.
I think we should invent a new logic term called pancaking. Yeah, flip it twice. Yeah, okay. All right. By the way, does flipping it twice in your mind make a thing more real?
No.
I don't know. That's a question.
Yeah.
It kind of confirms it, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm just shooting in the dark here. All right. All right. Please read 1305. So, gang, you're still there?
Yes, sir. Adam, straighten your hair. I'm just joking.
I don't have this problem.
Madruna bumba church and tondewa kirkitsen yembarta che tondewe tsenja yembechen.
Let's translate that.
I disagree that which is a rounded body is the definition of a coffee cup.
Okay.
Well, if you disagree, then let's talk about a coffee cup. Let's consider a coffee cup. It is to the case that which is a rounded body is its definition, because it's the thing to be defined by that which is a rounded body.
Okay, cool. All right. That's pretty simple. By the way, what's the full definition of a Boomba? Do you remember?
It's also capable of holding water.
Yeah, and Shapshum should have a base on it, like a little,
Rounded body with a flat base. Yeah.
And some definitions say a lengthened neck or something. Okay. Anyway, he's using it. Luckily, he's not giving the full definition. Okay. He's just using shorthand with the rounded belly. Okay. I don't know why it keeps coming up here during the lockdown. Okay. Please read, Adam. So gang, last one.
Sure.
Tak nipa matrubna, ton dewa churchen, kyoki dopa yina, bumpet sini yimbe kaparta, kyo bumpet sini yimbe.
Yeah. So it just means anytime you flip something twice, it's the same thing it was when you started, right? Okay. Please read 1307. And Stanley, are you awake?
Yes.
Okay, boy, you guys don't sound too awake, but okay.
Hongi tak nipa matrubna, bumpet sini churchen, senja yimbarta, kyoki sini yimbe.
What's this whole sentence say, Adam?
Let's consider the definition of a coffee cup. It is too a thing to be defined because it's something which exists. Because its definition is something which exists.
Great. Okay. Next section. Stanley, you're still checking.
Got it.
Matrubna, bumpet sini churchen, kyoki sini yoparta, bumpet zeye chesum tangwa te yembeche.
Okay, translate this on the spot, Adam. This is easy.
Let's consider the definition of a coffee cup. It is to the case that its definition is something which exists, because the three material qualities which pertain to a coffee cup is that.
Perfect. Yay. Oh, you're gonna finish your second book before those other guys finish their first book. Okay. Please continue. Stanley, you're still up.
Yes.
One second, Geshe.
Okay.
So matrubna bumpa churchen kirkitsbiye chesum sanwa kirkitseni kitseni yimbarta kirtsenja yimbechin.
Okay, translate.
Let's consider a coffee cup. It is to the case that the three material qualities which pertain to it are the definition of it.
Great.
Because it's a thing to be defined.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Maybe I can retire now. Who's up next? I'm thinking, Chinzom, you want to correct this guy?
Okay.
Kachignare, ngapoi dopa dan ya yin kap nyam yang yin, seni yimbe shitamba me sana.
Okay, I lost the second half of that, but maybe it's my internet, you think, or not?
It could be the internet.
Okay, all right, maybe everybody's watching Netflix this morning. Can you translate, Adam?
Yeah. There is. Oh yeah, no. I cut out the second part. Sorry. Yeah, actually from
okay.
the Deya Partal.
Okay.
Yeah, so I separated it out. That's why I didn't read it. Sorry. There is
okay.
nothing which is both equivalent. there's nothing which is both equivalent to the opposite of all that is a working thing and also a definition.
That's not a working. Yeah. Okay. Sana, what's that?
There is too something which is equivalent, which is both equivalent to the opposite of all that is not a working thing and also a definition.
Good. Good. Nice.
But
Because
the case where the case where all three of the nominal qualities pertaining to that which is able to perform a function are present is that.
Nice. Perfect. Boy, I don't know how you can do this in the morning like that, but God bless you. Okay. Chinzo, we're going to keep going here.
Okay.
Matuna, Denchen Nube Tak Ye Chison Sanwa Church, Kyo Nopo Dok Padang, Yin Cap Nyam Yang Yin, Sini Yin Pei Shikumba, Yin Barta, Kyo Nopo Dok Padang, Yin Cap Nyam, Yin Pa, Kan Shik, Sini Yin Beichu.
I don't know. Do you feel like translating this whole thing? Let's try.
Let's consider the case where all three of the nominal qualities which pertain to that which is able to perform a function are present. It is to something which is both equivalent to the opposite of all that is a working thing, the opposite of all that's not a working thing, and also a definition.
Nice. Wow.
Because first of all, it's equivalent because first of all, it's equal to the opposite of all that is not a working thing.
Nice.
And secondly, it is a definition.
Wow. Oh my God. I don't know how you can do this in the morning. Okay.
I spent some time with it yesterday looking at it.
Better you than me. Okay. One more, Chinzom. 1312.
Okay.
Ta tambo majuna, denje nepe ta ye chesun sangwa churchin, kyo ngapo dok padang yin kya nyam yin ba tal, kyo yena ngapo dok pa yimpe kya, ngapo dok pa yena kyo yimpe kya eche.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you to translate this. I'm going to just ask you, what's the principle that we talked about, which is repeated here?
Yin kya nyam, establishing that they're mutually inclusive.
Good. Yeah, they go both ways. All right. Let's go to 1313. Who's up? Sonam, are you there? No. Yeah, she's there. Okay, here we go. 1313. Good luck.
Ta tambo matruna, then chen ne pa churchin, kyo ki tak ye chesun sangwa yena. Yeah,
I'm not even gonna, let's just go on because you can translate that easily. Yeah, I don't know why, but he's kind of repeating stuff. Maybe he had the class the time before and everyone got lost and he's just repeating things. Okay. Let's do 1314. Sonam, you're still up.
Yep.
Matrutna, denche ne pa churchin, kyo ki tsenja yena, ngopoi topa yempe kyapata, kyo ngopoi tseni yembeche.
Yeah. Why don't you translate this one slow, okay? Denche ne pa churchin.
Let's consider that which is able to perform a function.
Good.
It is to the case that that being the thing it defines,
nice,
necessarily means being the opposite of all that is the opposite of all that's not a working thing.
Nice, because
it's the definition of a working thing.
Perfect. Oh my God. Okay. Keep going, send them.
Tak nie pa ma trudna, no po churchin. Chuki to pa yina, then chen nupe tak ye chesum sangwa, yimbe tak ye chesum sangwa yimbe kaparta. Che then chen nupe tak ye chesum sangwa yimbe chen.
Kabatal. Okay, go up. Yeah. Translate, just for fun.
Let's consider a working thing. It is to the case that being the opposite of all that's not a working thing necessarily means being the case where all three of the nominal qualities which pertain to that which is able to perform a function are present.
Wow, did you get a bunch of sleep last night or something? What happened?
No, I didn't get very much sleep last night.
Oh, maybe that's better. Okay. Because it is, yeah.
It's the case where all three of the nominal qualities which pertain to that which is able to perform a function are present.
Okay. Well, if you want to hang in there, Nick, who's up next this morning?
Mr. Kramer.
Oh, that's not going to put Adam to sleep. What's the one after that?
Betts.
That's not going to put him to sleep either. Okay, Adam, you just have to stay up this morning. Okay, 13:16.
Matrudna, po churchin, que dunche nupe tak ye chesum tangwa yimbartal, que dunche nupe tanja yimbeche.
I'm not even going to slow down there, okay? It's too obvious. If he says something new, I'm going to stop, okay? 13:17.
Kongi tak nipa matrudna, dunche nupe tak ye chesum tangwa churchin. Sini yimbartal, dunche nupe tanje, dunche nupe tanje, sini yimbeche.
Yep, I'm not going to stop there. 13:18.
Matrudna, dunche nupa churchin, kirki tak ye chesum tangwa, kirki tanje, sini yimbartal, kir sini yimbeche.
Yeah, let's do this one because it's kind of interesting, okay? Dunje nipa church, okay?
Consider that which is able to perform a function.
Yeah. Then kyuki daya chisan sama is to kyuki tsunje teni. What's that mean?
It is to the case that it is to the case that it is so true that the case where all three of the nominal qualities which pertain to it are present. All three of the nominal qualities which pertain to it are present.
Yeah,
is the definition of the thing it defines.
Nice, because it's a
definition.
What do you think about this comment by Geshe Michael when he was checking your text a couple of weeks ago?
Well, I guess it would. I mean, if it exists, then it applies to it applies to everything which exists as far as being a definition. So it's.
Yeah, you could have said as the reason here because the sky is blue. Okay, because it's just a general truth that if something is a definition, then it's the definition of what is defining, and it has the three. Sorry, for what is defining, which has complete the three nominal qualities. Okay. All right. Now we get into something more interesting. Can you define a thing which doesn't exist? Okay. Like, can you define the gotcha? Okay. So Kramer gets to wrestle with this one. Okay. Okay, Adam.
I broke out the tell and the thought again here.
Okay, you mean you want me to stop and tell?
Yeah. Or
Okay,
after the Sernat.
okay.
Um,
Kachignare.
Kachignare, Ribon right, Zeye Chisum Masangwe, Do Padan Yin Kap Nyam Yan Yin, Sini Yin Beshi Tumba Mit Serna.
Okay, so you're gonna break it kind of here. Okay. All right. Okay, go slow and tell us what this says, because now this is getting interesting.
Shitumba Me. There is nothing which is both equivalent to the opposite of all. The opposite of all which is not
Good.
the case. The case where all three of the nominal qualities which pertain to a rabbit's antlers are not present.
Nice. Perfect. Oh my God. You're on a roll this morning.
Also a definition.
Yeah, so let's go slow. Okay, let's just think about this. Yin Kyab Nyam, equivalent to, right? Something which is equivalent to the opposite of all which is not, a case where the three qualities, substantial qualities, are incomplete, right?
Mm-hmm.
For rabbit antlers. Yeah, well. So, okay, this is supposed to help you in the debate ground to keep it clear in your mind when they flip a thing like 5 times. Okay. Go ahead. Deya Batao.
Deya Batao. Ribon right zini ma yimbe zeye chisum tangwa te yimbe.
Yeah, that does too exist because it is a case where the 3 Zeya qualities are complete.
Are present, yeah.
For something which is not the definition of a rabbit's horn. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Please read 1320. Who's left up there? Seiji, are you awake?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, let's go.
Matrubna, Jibon writes, Teni Mayimbe de Yechum Sanwa, Churchin. Che Ribon writes, the Yechum Masangwe, Tokpatan Yin Kap Nyam Yang Yin, Seni Yimbe Shikumba Yimbata. Che Ribon writes, the Yechum Masangwe, Tokpatan Yin Kap Nyam Yimpa Kanshi, Seni Yimbe.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's go slow. Let's consider the 3 Zeya qualities.
The 3 substantial qualities.
Which are complete for something which is
not
a definition for rabbit. Okay. It is too equivalent to the opposite of all that's not a case where the 3 substantial qualities for a rabbit's antlers are incomplete. Okay. Because, and Seni Yimbe Shitumba, and is also a definition because Ribogi Re Zeya Chusum Matsame Dopata Yinkyam Nyam Yimba Kashi Seni Yimbichu. Because, well, it is a definition for something, and it's also equivalent to the opposite of all, which is not a case where the 3 substantial qualities are incomplete for a rabbit's antlers. Okay, 1321.
Tambo Majubna, Dribon writes in Mayembe, Zeya Chesum Tangwa Churchin. que ribon rai ze chesum masangwe to padan yin kyap nyam yin bartal que yina ribon rai ze chesum masangwe to pa yin be kyap ribon rai ze chesum masangwe to pa yina que yin be kyap eche.
Okay, let's go slow. Let's consider Chechen. Go backwards.
Let's consider the case where all three of the substantial qualities of that which is not the definition of a rabbit's antlers are present.
Nice. Wow, you're good today. Que ribonge rai?
It is too equivalent to the opposite of all that's not the case where all three of the substantial qualities relating to a rabbit's antlers are not present.
Perfect. Wow. Because Kiyana.
Because being it
Good.
necessarily means
Good.
being the opposite of all that's not the case where all three of the substantial qualities that relate to a rabbit's antlers are not present.
Nice.
And
wow.
Being the opposite of all that is not being the opposite of all that's not the case where all three of the substantial qualities relating to a rabbit's antlers are present necessarily means being it.
Yeah, are not present. Yeah, cool. Oh man, is this gonna keep going? I'm afraid so. All right. I don't know what, he was in a mood when he wrote this. Okay. Who do I have left to? Allison, you gonna check his pronunciation? There's not much to do.
Yeah, that's an easy job.
Okay, let's go, Adam. 1322.
Tambo majuna, Ribon right sini mayimbe church, mayimba church, Kirkizaya chesum sangwagina, Ribon right zaya chesum matsangwe topa yimbe kapartal. Yimbe kapartal, Kirkitseni yina, Ribon right zaya chesum matsangwe topa yimbe kapache.
Okay, go slow for our audience, okay, Adam? But let's do it, okay?
So Ribon writes in Mayimba Churchin. Let's consider that which is not the definition of a rabbit's antlers.
Good.
It is to the case that it is so true that being the case where all three of the substantial qualities relating to it are present.
Nice.
Necessarily, Cabartel, necessarily means being the opposite. The opposite of all, which is not the case.
Good.
Where all three of the substantial qualities which relate to a rabbit's antlers are not present.
Nice. Wow. I don't know how you can do this, but it's impressive. Okay. Next line. Kikitseni yina.
Kikitseni yina. Being it because being its definition.
Nice. Always means.
Yeah, necessarily means, always means being the opposite of all that's not the case where all three of these substantial qualities of a rabbit's antlers Matsang are not present.
Nice. Oh my gosh. I wonder if he's gonna keep beating on us. It looks like he's gonna. I'm sorry. We should take a vacation in a lojong or something.
Yeah.
Okay, 1323. Allison, you still awake?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Matubna, Jibong right, Sini Mayimba Churchin, Kirkitsini Yana, Jibong right, Yachusum Masangwe, Dopayimbe Kaparta. Dopayimbe Kaparta, Jibong right, Yachusum Masangwe, Sunjayimbe Echu.
Yeah, let me push this down. Okay. Maduna. Please translate. Slow.
So, Matubna, disagreeing that being the definition of that which is not the definition,
Good. Okay.
being the definition of that which is not the definition of a rabbit's antlers
Good.
necessarily means, always means, being the opposite of all that is not the case, where all three of the substantial qualities relating to a rabbit's antlers are not present.
Nice. Wow.
If you disagree, Ribon writes in Mayimba Church, and let's again consider that which is not the definition of a rabbit's antlers.
Good.
Kirkitseni Yana Ribon writes Zaya Chitsum Matsangwe do Payimbe Kapartal. It is so true that being its definition
Good.
necessarily means being the opposite of all that's not the case, where all three of the substantial qualities which relate to a rabbit's antlers are not present.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Here, ribbon.
Just making a note.
Okay.
Why do you say that? Chichir.
Yeah, chichu.
Ribbon right there, chusum matanwit, sunja yimbecher. Because it is sunja yimba. It is the thing to be defined. It is the thing defined by that. It is the thing defined by the case where all three of these substantial qualities pertaining to or relating to a rabbit's antlers are not present. Matsan.
Yeah, so let's just speculate a little bit about. He's describing definitions and things defined by the definitions for something that doesn't even exist, right? Does that mean you could define something that doesn't exist? What do you think?
No. I mean, no. I mean,
so if someone said the husband in the kitchen who isn't my fault doesn't exist, and you said why, and you said, well, here's the definition of a husband in the kitchen who's not my fault. Can you do that? Is that legal? Can you describe a husband in the kitchen who's not your fault?
It's like you could just, yeah, you could describe it.
Yeah, I think so, right? Like, I think you could describe it because that's what's happening here. We're discussing the definition of something that doesn't even exist. Yeah, so I think something we might be missing here, or something we might not have in mind here as we talk about this subject, which seems, pedantic. It seems just boring logic stuff, but if you take it to the kitchen, which is always a fun job, can you define the husband in the kitchen who's not your fault, right? I think you could, right? You could say, oh, he's the husband who is upset because he just went through some heavy traffic on the way home and he didn't eat a good lunch and he's under a lot of pressure for these 3 projects he has to finish, you know. You could say that, right?
Well, don't we have to say that? Don't we have to know the gotcha in order to deny it?
Yeah, I think so. So it seems like you can define a thing that isn't there. Okay.
Well, you're
Defining in the sense of imagine it, not really.
Yeah, yeah, and that's an interesting point Stanley made.
Is it the same
Gotcha is
define and describe?
well,
Well, it just means that the definition you use shouldn't be able to be used for anything else.
it kind of seems like you're describing something that is there, which is through my yingak, almost eliminating what's not. And so you're not necessarily defining what's not there, but you're describing the object as it actually is.
Yeah, I think if you're saying, I think what Stanley's saying is interesting because you can describe your imagination of a 2-headed purple elephant, right? Who's that?
Oh, Master Kantideva.
Yeah, if you don't get to know the gotcha, you can't say it doesn't exist, right? So get to know it means describe it, kind of, right? Oh. Okay. Anyway, that's the point here, I think. We're going there. Okay.
1 minute, 2 minutes.
Let's try to finish 1324, Adam.
Just a quick note before I forget.
Okay.
Sorry, never mind. I'll move on.
Okay.
Matubna, Jibonra Churchin, Kirkitsini Mayamba, Kirkitzeya Chursum Masangwit, Sanja Yamba Tal, Kirkansaki Da Mayan Becher.
Wow. Usually this Kansaki dogme ones are kind of interesting because they are the final truth, right? So let's just start here. Okay.
Let's consider a rabbit's antlers.
Yeah. Kirkitseni Mayimba.
It is so true that that which is not its definition is the thing defined by the case where all 3 of the substantial qualities pertaining to a rabbit's antlers are not present.
Good. Because
it's an example of something where the person has no nature of its own.
Yeah, so let's just talk about it like fire and burning, okay? If either fire or burning, if any of the 3 qualities of fire and burning are not there, then it can't be its definition, right? That's all. Okay. Okay. Yay! You did a great job this morning, Adam.
I spent some time with it yesterday. I actually.
Maybe you have to. Maybe we both have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stopped here.
It's the 28th. Geshe-la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Adam, you gonna sushi me?
Yeah, sorry. Sashi Pogi Jokshin Meto Cham Rirab Lingshi Ninde Gampadi Sangye Shindu Mite Oyaki Okun Namdak Shinga Chuparsho Iram Guru Ratna Mandala Gamne Yatayam Gewadi Kewo Sonam Yeshe Tzogzokshin Sonam Yeshe Lejung Damba Kunyi Toparsho.
I'm just curious how long we have to suffer on this text. Let's see. It's quite a while, huh, Adam?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, it's just two more pages.
This particular kachik doesn't go that far, but we stay in definitions and things to be defined for a while.
Yeah, by the way, what's going to happen here at 1336, Adam?
Oh, Chapa. So Nick actually sent me those texts, so I can. I'll send. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if that's what you're asking or not. Sorry.
Yeah, just tell your audience what this cool thing's going to happen at 1336.
So we'll go and look at a couple of texts by Chipa Chukyi Senge.
Good.
Appears to be a very high accomplished master from the 12th century.
Yeah. Here's a little bit about his story. He's a very, very famous logician. And it's very, very interesting that our author, when did our author live? In the 1600s, right?
I'll have to go back and look exactly, sorry.
Yeah, so he's gonna insert some arguments from a guy who lived 500 years before him. And Chapa Chukyi Senge is very famous, but we never get to see anything that he wrote, So everybody talks about him, but nobody knows what he wrote. So Adam and Ben and Nick, I guess, they are trying to find his text that our author is going to talk about. Okay. And by the way, if you find a book that's a few pages long, it's not the right one.
Yeah, I'll send you the input again.
Okay, but find me a long one somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll send some.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Geshla. It was a great class. Thank you.
Thank you, Geshla.
Nick, what time do we come back?
In 6 minutes.
Okay.
8:05.
Time to number one, but not a number two.
Exactly.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Geshla. Thank you.
Thank you, Geshla.
You're welcome. Don't get a headache.
Thank you, Geshe.
Too late.